adapt and adopt and take it forward from there. Good? Rather than pushing the change through, because the moment you push the change through, there is a natural resistance to change. Here what we are saying, go with the flow. Now to bring about this, there are various roles which the leaders play. Good? There are various roles which the managers play. Now I'm not talking about the designations here, I'm talking about the roles here. So what are those roles? Can we come back again and to the slides in case you're not moved on? You can turn around the chairs quickly so that you can see those slides. Good. Now when we talk about bringing about this change, leaders can play three different kind of roles. There are certain leaders who would be more like, I have the capability, I will do it. I am the most technical guy in the team. I will be able to make sure that happens. They are the super technologists. What are the typical designations we attach with this kind of roles? Architects and business analysts and product architects and so on. So I am the best technical guy in my team. I am the best coach in my team. I am the best manager in my team. Any problem, it will be solved like this. Good? But they may not be very team oriented. My work, give me work, I'll finish to do it. So what do we call them? Experts. So these are the experts. But when the change comes, experts face problems. Why? Because the change may not align with their way of working and their way of thinking. So there will always be a certain resistance that you talk about. Once you grow into that role, you move from an expert to a achiever, or more from the violinist to the opera conductor. Have you seen an opera? What does conductor do? Does he play any instrument? But what does he do? He will be, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. That's what they do all the time. But I think in this room itself, maybe a few minutes back, I heard another name for this role. Manager. You said, right? Managing tasks day to day, managing this way and so on. So that's exactly what you do this, you do this. So they are best in getting the work done from the teams, getting the work done from the team members. But now when you really want to become a change agent, really want to bring in not just your team level changes, but org level changes, but talking to the customers, making sure that they are also aware of these changes, then we need to more to a catalyst role. Good? Where I am not doing the work, neither I am directing anyone to do the work. Rather, I am creating such an environment within the organization, within my team, that people enjoy doing their work and they are able to take the empowerment and leadership and be able to move forward. Good? Now this graduation from expert to achiever to catalyst is also gradual. Does it come only with experience, this movement from expert to achiever to catalyst? Not necessary. It's also about the kind of management flair, the kind of management techniques that you believe in. Good? Is necessarily each of these management styles or leadership styles bad? May not be, because everybody has their own niche, everybody has their own way of working. But whenever you talk about any big change, if you only have catalysts in the organization, will that work? No. If you only have achievers in the organization, will that work? No. You need to have all these three kind of leaders built in and weaved into the organization. Good? So whenever you are talking about your team leads, managers, and everybody above that, we need to be able to identify, does this guy have the skill to become a catalyst? Does this guy have skill to become a achiever? Or is it more focused on expert? Typically, what would you expect? As the guy gains more maturity, more knowledge, they would move from being an expert to being a catalyst. But aren't our typical CEO roles exactly like that? Chief executive officers, what are they supposed to typically do? Are they supposed to do and get the, you do this, you do this, you do this day-to-day basis? No. They are more supposed to be at the catalyst level, right? This is the direction, this is the goal, and create an environment which enables this creativity, empowerment, and self-organization. Let the team, because so that you are more focused at bigger problems of life rather than, oh, this guy resigned today and let me work with it. Right? I'm sure some of the CEOs also get involved at that level. But then I would have to ask, are they really qualified to be at that level? Good? So leadership agility also has to follow some of those templates that we just now talked about. Good. Last two questions, because I was given a timeline of 6:45. So last two questions before I kind of bring this session to a close, and one more activity. Again, what you can do is, I don't need to disrupt a lot, you can just turn around and form a team, about 7 to 8 member teams, without changing the chairs or something significantly, and then answer these 2 questions. Because you already have been into a leader's role, into a manager's role. So identify first yourself, and maybe you can use your neighbor as a bouncing board. Good? So use your neighbor as your bouncing board, idea board, and so on, and discuss with your immediate neighbor on what is the level of leadership agility that you have been showing currently. Good? And to move to the next level, to move to the achiever level or the catalyst level, for example, or move back to the expert level, what kind of mindset changes you require? And the second question, if I move from, let's say, a expert to achiever or achiever to catalyst, what benefits I see for myself as well as for my organization? Good? So discuss with your neighbor, discuss with your next door neighbor, and come up with some of the answers to these questions. Can we do that quickly? Yes. 5 minutes, and then we close. Okay, last 1 minute. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back. Let's come back. Good. Now these are the kind of discussions, obviously, which cannot be completed, as I said earlier, in couple of minutes, but it is always good to work with your peers, work with your friends and family members to see if you can continue some of the discussions. Good? But one key difference I want to bring about again as we summarize between managers and the leaders. Because managers have a certain authority that they have. Is that correct? Because there are team members who are reporting to them. But the leaders work on a different currency altogether. They work on a different vibe altogether. And this is something that I want to demonstrate through a little activity. And then what we have to do, we have to call Baba Ramdev for this. Good? Okay. So what you have to do now is, you have to find out a pair partner in this room who is not on the same end of the room as you. Find a pair partner in the room which is across the room somewhere. Find out a pair partner which is not on the same side of the room as you. So if you are here, you guys probably find partner on that side. Quickly, do that. Yes, quickly. Can you just go and talk to people at the back? And good. Now Baba Ramdev says, and everybody is a pair? Okay, good. Baba Ramdev says is, before every major meal, you should do some activities so that you are ready for the meal. Your digestive system is in full flow. Good? So we are also going to do a little activity or exercise here in this room, which will help our digestive juices flow, because dinner is, I think, going to be yummy. So let's try to be doing that, okay? So what each pair has to do is, they have to take a little clockwise walk in this room. So you're going to walk across one full circle clockwise, wherever you are standing now. Are we clear? Good? But with Baba Ramdev, can anything be so simple? Obviously not, right? Because Baba Ramdev also says that every day, everyone should rest some of their basic senses. Good? So one of the pair partners is going to rest their sense of sight. Okay? They are going to rest their sense of sight. So what is then the duty and responsibility of the other team member? To guide them, hold their hand, guide them so that they don't trip over all the wires and chairs and landmines here. Are we clear? But that will be unfair, right? Only one team member enjoys the benefits. So the second sense or basic sense that we are going to restrict for the second team member is the sense of speech. So one team member cannot speak, other cannot see. Are we clear? And obviously, Baba Ramdev also says you have to have a brisk walk and not lazy walk. So I want everybody to finish their walk within next 1 minute when I say start. Okay, ready? Choose your partner who's going to be this thing. Get set, start. Remember, we are working on a good faith basis. Remember, you got only 1 minute, so make it fast. You got only 1 minute. Do it fast, do it fast. Do it fast. And we are working on a good faith basis, so I'm not checking who is closing their eyes and who is not. We seem to have a traffic jam here. Guys, 1 minute is over. Is the walk complete? Only one pair has completed their walk. Any other pairs who have completed? I don't see traffic jam. Okay, I see some shortcuts being taken here now. Somehow. Okay, good, 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 good. Let's quickly come back to our original locations. Hold on. Baba Ramdev is not out of the room yet. Are you still with your pair partners? So be with your pair partner still, because, hold on, because Baba Ramdev says this was very unfair to one team member. And what he also says is, what Baba Ramdev also says is, what you do unto others also happens to you. So now it's time for a role change, as Nagini said. Good? So now, one team member is going to close the other team is going to close their eyes, and one other is going to close their speech. Are we ready? And this time I want exactly 1 minute and not more than that. Okay? Good, ready, do it fast. And start running, do it fast. Do it fast, guys, 1 minute only. And then take your seats once you have completed the circle. Good, take your seats. Take your seats, take your seats. I know we can continue for this for a while, but take your seats. Take your seats quickly. So I hope you had enough digestion and enough activity to run till the dinner. But, pardon? Not really. Okay, but I wanted to kind of bring out a very simple mantra, which is the basis of Agile leadership. So that is where I want to close this session with. Good? Agile leadership is not about authority, it is not about task management, but it is about something that you demonstrated just now. Did you guys know your pair partner from long? No, right? Still, and were there a lot of obstacles in this room? So when you did this activity for the first time, was there a bit of fear factor? Yes, I might not trip over and so on. Obviously, this guy is not my manager, he will not throw me out, but still, good. In the second round, was there lesser fear factor? Been there, done that? But still you went ahead and did this activity. So what was the factor which was driving you? Trust. And that is the only currency on which Agile leadership evolves. That is the only currency on which leadership thrives. Good? Building trust in every activity that you do, building trust in everyday activities. So this activity or this decision I'm taking, will it build trust with my team members, with my stakeholders, or vice versa? Good? with these words, I would like to thank you for paying attention and being awake. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the session. Now just to remind, this is just 0.01% of the whole concept of Agile leadership. So if you want to explore more, please feel free to connect to your peers and talk to us. Good? Thank you. Hope enjoy your rest of the evening.
I think this was a real agile workshop. We have enjoyed all the exercises. I don't know about Ramdev Baba, but our Ramdev Baba is Mathur, right? For today's dinner, we'll all give the credit to Mathur. Yeah? And with that, I would request Bhaskar to come and present Madhu with one of the mementos. Thank you. Being agile is very good, right? And what are the other buzzwords we have in the industry right now? Cloud, right? And after the dinner, we all will go to the Cloud 9 because it's Westin and we have a lot of good things to happen over the dinner. So I would request Mr. PS, our next workshop facilitator. PS is a shortcut we all gave him. He is P. Srinivasan for everybody. And he's from the Pro Ventures. It's a consulting firm. And he's going to take us through this most awaited cloud and collaboration. How do we combine both of them in project management? And I hope he will take care of his introduction more than me. But whatever you have to question, even Mathur, if he is available in the networking, you can talk to him. And over to you, PS. Going on, and we have a hashtag PMIPCC, GL is capital. Okay? So I would request all of you to, post something or share your thoughts, comments on that so that people can follow us. Thank you.
Good evening. Okay, so you all had a good exercise for the evening. I think what Mathur? So Madhur, okay, spoke, and then what we are going to see kind of complement each other. And let me come, yes, thank you. And probably I don't have any physical exercises for you this evening. Probably you may feel that little relieved, relaxed. But I have one good knowledge-based exercise. How many of you here are certified project management professionals? Wow, this is so overwhelming. Okay, so the 6th edition is coming sometime next year, but still we have a glimpse of the exposure draft already published. So we have put up a small process flow chart outside. So you can go and look at for yourself what you have learned and what is going to be there in the next edition. And if you can jot down 10 differences, okay, and maybe a small comment of yours at the bottom. And it will be a good knowledge exercise for you. And then we have some interesting gifts tomorrow, okay? So that is what I can give you as an exercise. Today, I'm not going to talk about any technology. I'm a layman in terms of technology. Don't ask me anything about technology-based questions. I'm going to approach this session as a pure project manager, program manager, or a portfolio manager, or a head of the organization, or a team member. Okay, so how do this cloud helps us to work together? Okay, so Mathur talked about agility in terms of leadership. I'd put it this way, not just every one of us who are gathered here, everyone who are born, they are born to lead. Okay, so maybe a different role as a parent or as a brother or sister, whatever it is. So we are all born to lead, and we all need to learn this. How do we agile? Ken Blanchett puts it this way: any organization, okay, works on a pyramid. Don't think that I'm going to talk about